All right, good. So here's the book. I got it from Sungmin Shin. He's a professor of guitar at Buffalo, and he's a really good guitarist. And he also writes music, Guitar Basics 101. I've been using this for a lot of my students recently, and I really like it. Um, so here's portraits, and then here's the melodies.
Okay.
So those are both good to play. These ones are
Those are
more,
songs.
yeah, these are songs.
Okay.
The number three is more based on um, like the technique, and number four is actual pieces of music made for simple arrangements made for guitar.
Oh, that
So
sounds great.
yeah, so these are all both really good to play. But I would start with this right number three. The only downside, or maybe not downside, but the only thing you should keep in mind is that these pieces all require you to read music.
Okay.
Remind me your history with that.
Um,
Do you know
well,
how to read music?
besides YouTube and you, that's all the history I have.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
No worries.
YouTube and Freddie.
Yeah. Well, that's already a good amount of experience, I think. So
Honestly, you've taught me more than YouTube.
yeah, good to hear. Yeah, YouTube is really useful, but there is a lack of classical guitar content, I think.
Yeah,
Um,
and not only that, but like the personalized experience,
oh,
like being
definitely.
able to ask questions as you go helps me a
Yeah.
lot because I
Yeah.
like to ask a lot of questions,
Yeah, and
as you
that
can tell.
you're fine. But yeah, that's definitely like the biggest thing about lessons. I agree that it makes them invaluable, really.
Yeah,
Um, so would you be interested in learning to read music, or do you prefer just to read tab?
both.
You want to do
See,
both?
when it comes to music, honestly, any part of music is my pretty much my hobby.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
enjoy every part of music, whether it's reading music, playing it, or um, just learning about it.
Yeah. Good. Okay, good. So let's talk about the basics of reading music. I think we've done a little bit of this, so tell me if you already know this and it's too easy for you.
Oh yeah,
Um,
whole
there's
notes, half notes, quarter notes.
yeah.
I'm not familiar with the eighth and 16th, but I have seen it before.
Okay, good, good. So these are all good to know. I think in the first few songs, the most difficult rhythm is the eighth notes, so that's not too tricky. But I have a few really good videos to watch about this on YouTube,
Okay.
and they're helpful just to review and understand the rhythm. But um, quickly, let's go over it. So the whole note looks like a hole, and it's. Let me see if I can change this view. Here we go. That's better. So the whole notes is this one. It looks like a circle with 4 beats. Half note is like circle with the line, 2 beats. Quarters just filled in, and that's 1 beat. And then eighth notes have the flag, or they're beamed together, and that's a half beat. So there's 2 of these per beat. And then the 16th note you just add an extra flag, and it becomes a quarter of a beat. So there's 4 per beat.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
yeah, and I think you probably remember some of this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So that's pretty much it for rhythm. And then we have the actual sheet music. So on the sheet music, you're gonna have the staff, which is kind of like the general world word for the 5 lines and 4 spaces. That's what a staff is. And then on the staff, you'll have the clef. And when we read on guitar, it's always the treble clef. You never read any other clef. So that's this one that looks kind of like a capital G.
Okay.
And the time signature, we'll learn about that later on. That one's a little more complicated. But it basically tells you how many beats are in one measure. And a measure is just a unit of time. So, or a bar is another word people use for measure. So you can see this is in 4/4, so there's 4 beats per measure. that make sense? Like they're divided by those lines.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and then at the end
And
of the yeah, go ahead.
um, I've seen this before. I've seen treble clef, time signature, and seen the bar lines. I've seen the staff,
Hmm.
and I've seen most of actually all of this before. Um,
Okay, good.
so I'm super familiar with it. Yeah. And then I see so basically the eighth and the 16th notes are multiple, or you could say multiple quarter notes in a measure, right?
I would say they're subdivisions. So it's one quarter note equals two eighth notes. So you kind of think about it like that,
Gotcha.
right?
Okay.
Yeah. And then four 16th notes equals one quarter note. You
And
can
it's
use
all
this.
it's all written in fractions basically, right?
Yeah, it's all related to math. Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Fractions. Yeah.
That makes it a lot easier to understand.
Okay, good. Um, but that's how you read rhythm. But I'll send you a video so you can review um the rhythms again.
Okay. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
great. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, so let's look at the actual notes. So do you know how to read notes on the staff or not really?
Since I've taken your class, yes, I've
Okay, good, good.
understood. Yeah, since taking your class, actually, I've learned a lot, and
Uh-huh.
um, I can pretty much read most of it.
Nice. Okay, good.
Yeah,
And since you can read it, can you also play it on the guitar, or is that a challenge?
yeah. That's more of a challenge for me, trying to correlate the chords and the notes on the staff with the
Hmm.
guitar.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
That's a difficult that's the one of the most difficult tasks for a lot of beginners is learning to recognize the notes on the staff and play them like
Yeah.
on the frets, right? To know exactly where each one is. And it's not easy. So let's go over the process for that. Um, there's really just no shortcut to this stuff. You kind of just have to memorize it. That's sad, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
And this sheet will help. There's a bunch of sheets like this where you can easily identify the notes. So if you see this E here, then you know it's on the first string because there's a 1 with a circle telling you the string number. And there's also a picture here, which is nice. It's handy. So if we see this E on the staff, we would just play the first string open. Yeah. And then if we saw this F on the staff, it's telling us 1 for the finger in the left hand. It also correlates to the fret. So that would be first fret of the first string. This one here, right? First fret, first string with the left hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, good. So that's how
So,
you read this. Yeah.
can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
So the numbers at the top here, right
Yeah.
above the notes.
Yep.
So right there on the far right, EFG, right
Mm-hmm.
above that is the number one circle.
Yeah.
That's signifying the string, right?
Exactly. That's right.
Okay. And then right below it is EFG. And then right below the G, there's a three there. Is that telling me what fret to play?
In this case, it's telling you the fret and the left hand fingering, but in most
Okay.
cases, especially with more advanced music, it's only going to tell you the finger to use.
Oh,
So,
okay. So that would be
yeah,
finger three on G string one.
exactly. On the third
Okay.
fret. Yeah. So it can change depending on the music, but in this case, and with a lot of the beginner songs that you'll learn, the number tells you the fret also.
Okay.
But but as you progress and maybe you get two notes um, on the same what is this called?
Yeah.
The same fret, then it'll say 3 4 instead, and this would be incorrect instead of
Okay.
this, right? Well, it depends on the music, but you might change depending on if it's more complex music.
Okay, so for this case, it would be finger three, first string.
Exactly. On the
Got
third
it.
fret. So in this case, it also correlates to the fret number. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
this would
that
be a good way to practice it. And you can also use this handy tool, um, musictheory.net. It's a very useful tool. It's free, so it's that's why I like it. One of the reasons. So you go to exercises and then note identification.
oh, okay.
You can change the range. So maybe you would just want to do the first string, and then you just leave like that. Make sure the accidentals is turned off, just because it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
So this one we just learned. Do you remember it?
Oh, this one is G, right?
Almost. One of these three in the
E.
middle.
It's E.
Yeah. So you
Okay.
would play it, and then you can also take this and play it on the guitar, right? So you can kind of challenge yourself. So E, remember, was the first string open. Yeah. And then this one, what's this note?
That one right there, G.
Good. Where do you play G?
On the first string, third fret, third finger.
Exactly right. Yeah. And then you'd play it again also. Yeah. And let's do this last one. We didn't do this one, but you can kind of guess.
Yeah, F.
Yeah. And where do you play F?
Uh, first string, second fret.
First fret. Yeah.
Oh,
Close, close.
so let me ask you this. If G is on the third fret on the first string,
hmm
what is in between F and G here on the second fret?
That's a good question. So right here is this empty space that you're talking about, and
Yeah.
that would be F sharp or G flat.
Oh, okay.
So that's what we call accidentals. That's why I turned it off. This thing right here. But
Got it.
right there's G sharp. So G sharp would be one fret further than the third fret. So it'd be fourth fret. Right there. G sharp. Yeah, fourth fret. That's right. So that's where you would play that one. So that's kind of how you can do it. F is on the first fret. G flat is the second fret between G and F. That's the one we just
Okay.
talked about. Yeah.
Yeah, that's super helpful.
Yeah. So you'll see that G flat and F sharp are the same note in pitch. In
Yeah.
oral, it's equivalent, but in on paper it's different visually, but it's the same note.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll have
My
those notes. hmm
so my question is, um, when reading music like that, how do you how do you know? Because I know on the guitar you can play the same note on different areas of the guitar, right?
Yeah,
Because I know
you can.
G is in different places on the guitar, E is on different places.
hmm
How do you differentiate when reading music?
That's a good question. Yeah. So look at this graph here. Um, so you can see how this first E was the first E that we played. It's the open E on the first
Yeah.
string. But you see this E all the way down here, the lowest note we can play on the guitar is the
Oh,
the low sixth string E. And
okay.
you know why it's that one because of where it is placed on the staff.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So this one's 3 lines below the staff, 3 ledger lines below, so they're extra lines. Though that means you play this one at a lower pitch. So
Oh, okay.
that'd be the open E. And then you have this other E here on the fourth string, second fret. And that's the E on the first line of the staff. Yeah, second fret of the fourth string. Yeah, there you go. And you can connect this stuff to chords you already know. Because I know you have prior experience. So you can think about like the E chord or the G chord. So if you play an E chord, it doesn't matter E major or E minor. The E You're playing three E's. You're playing all of those E's. Um, and for like the G chord, same thing. This right here.
Oh, so you're playing all G's at the same time.
Yeah, you're playing three G's exactly. In this case, yeah, all three.
Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah. So you can
That's pretty
connect
cool.
these. Yeah, you can connect the chords with things you already know, like the C chord. If you play a C chord, you're playing the two C's on the screen right now. These two right there and there.
Oh. So second string, first fret,
Yep.
first first finger, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it would be fifth, no, fifth
Yep.
string,
That's right.
right? It would be fifth string, uh,
Third fret. Right.
oh, third fret.
Yeah. Just like a C chord. Yeah. That's right.
Isn't there another C there that I'm missing?
There's only two in this
Oh,
on the
okay,
screen right now. Yeah.
okay,
There's a higher C also. Um, but that's later on.
okay.
Yeah. So this is the general kind of how to read music on on the staff.
Yeah, that's super helpful.
Yeah. So I would, if I were you, if you want to progressively learn all of these, I would focus on a couple strings at a time. Try not to overload yourself, right?
Okay,
And as much as I love the Pumping Nylon book, it's not the best for note reading. It kind
right.
of expects you to already know at least like all of these notes, and there's more
Yeah,
difficult stuff in there. So I would use something like this book that has simpler, easier music to read, and it has just more like all of these would be really good to practice the note reading.
note reading
So
number one.
yeah, like this stuff, just practicing notes on the second string and practicing your rhythm. You know, so this only has three notes. The only thing is this isn't really music; it's more like studies, but it's still helpful. And then we have um, some scales that you learn later on. But the my favorite part of the book is when we have actual music right here, which we'll get to next time. But you
Okay,
see that this only uses the first two strings, so it's nice because
okay,
it's easy for most people, and it'll be easy for you 100%. So you can use this book to help you reinforce the technique that you learned and get better at reading music, reading notes on the guitar, and memorizing it. Um, yeah. Do you have any questions on how to read the notes or anything like that, or how to play it on the guitar?
No, I think that that first part with the notes and the numbers is
Yeah.
super helpful.
Yeah, it really
I
is.
think that'll help me kind of look back and check to see if I'm doing the right thing when I'm playing those chords. Yeah, that the
This one
one,
right
yeah,
here.
that one right there.
Yeah,
Um,
this one is really useful.
because I'm more of a visual learner, so this is gonna help me a lot.
Good. Yeah, yeah. Take a look at this like anytime you're in doubt and just study it a little bit. Even if you do like 5 minutes on musictheory.net, on using these exercises, just 5 minutes a day, you'll learn. Like you'll quickly memorize it in less than a month. The whole the whole six strings. In open position. This is open position. There's more further down the neck, but we'll learn those as we get there.
Okay, yeah, that's super helpful. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Do you have any last questions about this?
So far, I think I got the gist of it. So numbers with circles, that's the string, and then the chords are right under that. Right underneath it is the finger and the fret, right?
Yep, that's right.
And then the whole notes are basically the position on the staff of that chord
Yeah, and
or note.
I would say note. So chord is two or more notes at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So so just a little correction, but you understand the concept. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I love learning about this stuff.
Yeah. I can tell I really enjoy working with you.
Hey, thank you so much.
Yeah. Let's do one more string and then we'll call it there. Let's do the second string.
Okay.
So let's just practice it a little bit. So let's play B right in the center of the staff, the open second string.
So second string B. Okay.
Yeah, and it might be out of tune. And then we have, and you can also use this picture here if you need to. B, C, D is right there. And then C is on the first fret of the second string. That's right, good. And then D is on the third fret of the second string. Exactly, good. That's pretty much it. There's only 3 notes max per string in open position. So let's do this and then practice the notes here and playing them. So what is this first note?
That would be G.
Well, it's only B, C, or D on the second string.
Oh, on the second string. That would be uh B.
Yeah, exactly. B is on the second string open. What about this one?
That would be C, right?
Good. Yeah, where do you play it?
It'd be here.
That's D.
Oh, C is here.
Yeah, first fret.
Okay, C is here. So
Exactly.
B, C.
Yep, that's B again. What's this one? It's the last one. Yeah. And what's the name of it? Letter name?
D.
Yeah, D. Third
Okay,
fret
D.
of the second string. So this is the kind of work you just need to do a little bit, and then you'll be good. Just doing stuff like this, 5 minutes a day,
Okay.
and and try to incorporate some of the reading exercises in this book. They're really useful. Like this is, like this would be perfect for you, and you'd get better and better. And then and then also we'll go into some new music, like actual music. But
Okay.
yeah,
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 I hope to show you my improvements.
yeah, yeah. That'd be fun to see.
Yeah, and hopefully one day my dream is just to be as good as you, man.
Yeah. Well, with practice, you can. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can do it.
I've been trying to practice what you taught me. It's a little hard because sometimes, you know, I just sometimes I need to ask you a question and you're not here.
Hmm.
Then
Yeah.
I just yeah. But hey, honestly, you've helped me more than anyone ever has, and I've gone a long way. I used to be the worst player ever.
Yeah. Well, you hide it well. Yeah, you were already you had a good some good fundamentals with you, especially with those cowboy chords. You're pretty
Yeah, yeah,
solid.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'll be practicing that book that you showed me,
Good.
Pumping Nylon, and just the fundamentals, reading music. I'll
Good.
be
Good.
practicing that this week, and
Yeah.
I'll show you my improvements over time.
Cool.
Hopefully, you're
Yeah, I'm
impressed.
excited. Yeah, I'm sure you will impress me.